Yo, I'm gonna make this video, which I've been hesitating to make for a long time, which is about the topic of body fat. And I know that body fat is a very triggering subject for a lot of people, but I genuinely believe that I have a message that might help someone. I was literally just laying down to take a nap, and I just felt spirit putting it on my heart that I just need to make this video. So, who knows how long this will be, but I'm just going to speak from the heart. So, I was teased as a little kid in middle school for being fat. I got kind of chubby in like seventh grade, and like all my friends made fun of me constantly for it, and it really did not feel good at all. I was bullied for most of middle school and high school for all kinds of reasons. I had a baby face growing up. I looked like I was like 5 years younger than I actually was because I didn't really hit puberty till I was like 15. So I know it really fucking sucks to not feel good in your own skin and to feel judged. And, I want to express that from the jump. Like, anyone that is not happy with how their body looks or feels, like, I deeply empathize. And it's this topic in our society. Like, the one of the main points I want to express here is it almost feels like this, in a lot of circles, it's like this very taboo subject that if you acknowledge excess body fat in any way, shape, or form, you're fat shaming. That's like kind of a common thing of like, if you even acknowledge that you don't enjoy your own body fat, or you're just acknowledging that somebody else has excess body fat, that you're shaming. Like, that is the only option. And like, the analogy that just came to me as I was laying down to take a nap is like, if someone's trying to become a better singer and you're like their vocal coach, and you're like giving them any feedback whatsoever on like, this note was a little bit out of key, that equates to shaming them. That to me just is not logic, and it feels like this weird like cultural narrative that if you even discuss anything related to body fat, that you're trying to shame someone. But I feel like it's this important discussion that we need to have with ourselves. One of the main things that I really preach is self-honesty. Like, you don't have to share everything you feel with everyone around you and X, Y, and Z, but like, just, I really encourage people to be honest with yourself. And like, when I'm really honest with myself, I don't enjoy having excess body fat. And when I really tune in as to like, because literally, guys, I can put on like 5 pounds in like a day, like straight up. If I go to Thanksgiving with my family, like, I feel so bloated and I literally gain like 5 pounds in like a day or two. And that's just how my body is. It takes immense discipline for me to stay in shape, and I work out almost every day, and it's not from a place of self-hatred, it's from a place of self-love and a place of me. Well, probably, to be totally honest, there is some percentage of like, I really don't want to be overweight, I don't want to. So there is some motivation of like fear of the alternative, but I think that's okay too. And so what I'm trying to communicate here is like, for anyone that is struggling with having excess body fat, it's okay to admit that to yourself, but it's also okay. Like, what I want to share is that I think the thing with fat shaming concept is that it is this poison where we like try to dehumanize people because they carry excess body weight, and that to me is horrible. And I never want to be dehumanizing anyone. Like, everyone is this divine spark of the divine. And, I think that so many people, they do feel judged if they're carrying excess body weight, because it's like people fixate on that and they don't realize that there's just a beautiful human soul there. And like, what really sparked me to make this video is like started to bring me to tears is like I've felt a strong connection to Native American culture as general. I know it's many communities, but I have spent, time learning directly from Native Americans in many instances. And there was one time where I was driving through like Arizona and on my way to California, and I was in like a Native American reservation area. And there was this woman just standing outside of the gas station, morbidly or obese, just saying that in a non-judgmental way. And I could just like fucking feel how much pain she was in. And I just feel like American culture just pours like poison into people. Mountain Dew, all this fucking fried food, all this stuff that makes people, morbidly obese. And it's so toxic that is the culture. Like, Native American people were just living their lives. And then this fucking poison culture comes in and forces them to just have no food available and all this shit. And it was just like hitting me so hard, and just seeing this like beautiful woman, this beautiful soul that was like trapped in this body because she's been fucking poisoned by this insane society that we live in. And that's really what I want to highlight. Like, for anyone struggling with being out of shape, first of all, it's okay if you truly are at peace with that, then like beautiful. But if you're not at peace with that, like there are so many positive ways to get in a healthier state. I mean, it really, to me, takes discipline and devotion and like sincere commitment and like praying to God, like just show me the path and give me the strength to walk it. That's literally what I've had to do in my health journey. And so, yeah, I could probably do like a whole hour-long podcast about this, but I just really felt compelled to share this video. And yeah, I guess that's all I'll share for now. If you do want to respond or something, please do. But like, yeah, I just feel like I know it's a huge topic and there's so many components to it, and everyone's struggling with their own insecurities and all this stuff. And I know I sure am, and I try to be open and honest about that. But I just, again, to reiterate like that key point, like to me, it just feels like we're living in this weird thing where it's like you can't even talk about certain topics because it immediately goes to fat shaming, I guess I'll just share straight up. Somebody recently was like talking about how they went to their doctor and said they wanted to do X, Y, and Z. And the doctor was like, well, it would probably be a good idea to lose some weight. And they instantly equated that as fat shaming. And it's like, that is an objective reality of life. Like, my dad's been trying to lose weight for like his whole last 30 years. And every year he struggles with it. And it's like the doctor is giving him advice that could prolong his life by 10 years. He's not trying to fucking shame him. I mean, maybe some asshole is trying to like make you feel like shit. But anyway, thanks for listening. If you're still listening to this, I just felt this on my heart to share. I was literally about to take a nap, but I was just like, I just need to make this video. Hopefully it will be somehow helpful for somebody. And yeah, that's all for now, y'all. Peace.